Look, I thought the first 10 overs we were in a good position. I thought we were mindful there'd been high scores on this game, but we were assessing pretty well, and we felt it was on the slow side. But the last 5 overs in particular, you got to give credit to the way that Hyderabad bowled. It turned the game, and in trying to push on and get to that 180, 190, we just ran aground. It was very difficult. So maybe in hindsight, you powered down a little bit and looked to knock it into the ground, but we still had a view that 180, 190 was a possible score given our position. So sometimes you just got to say, look, well bowled. And for over 5 or 6 overs, they really shut us down. We tried to find the method, but on a really slow surface that held up, it was a great finish for them, without doubt. It's part of the IPL. He's not here, so we can't use him. But having injuries and losing players to an IPL is part of the process. And we had a chance to introduce Mukesh today, Chowdhury. It was good for us a while back. It wasn't his day. But that's part of the IPL, is managing players. And when you do find yourself a little bit short on firepower, it's finding the new hero. And it didn't happen today, but we put trust in the players that we introduce, and they've been training well and doing the job. A tough baptism. The first 5 or 6 overs were the best to bat, and the aggressive way in which they played showed that. So being able to get a wicket first over and maybe shut down the second, it could have been a competitive score, but maybe 15 short and just a not quite accurate enough first 6 overs with the ball. I think I got this. The talk was about taking pace off, but we knew that would come into play for the back half of the 20 overs, and there was a little bit of dew as well. So the first 10 overs were going to be tough, so we had to be positive in our defence and find a way to sort of shut it down. Yeah, you want to take every chance that comes your way, but it didn't happen. I don't think it had a big bearing on the second over. It was some good batting and just a guy coming back who was a little bit nervous. So that type of beginning puts you on the back foot when you've got a below par score. But I thought we fought back very well, and you saw towards the end that it was a tricky wicket to play on once you found the right pace to bowl and could create a little bit of pressure. But again, the damage was done early on. No, not really. I think it was tough full stop. They tried with a spinner and that didn't work. It was just a case of getting it in the right area for a period of time, and we didn't do that at all. And partly was pressure from their batting, and partly was lack of execution from us. We didn't settle and create any pressure in that first 6, and that often goes hand in hand with good batting, but we just weren't as accurate as what we should be. Look, go back to the dot balls again. We've acknowledged how well they played. I think a majority of those dot balls came in the latter part, and also early on the pitch was a little bit on the slow side, so a lot of balls were getting hit to fielders, so there's adjustment that needed to be made. But we played 12, 13 overs pretty well. It was the back end that really hurt us, and the front 6 of our bowling.